Here's how we're typically going to turn in projects that you've done on VCarve for the CNC router class. Now, this is an example of a cabinet. It's actually the cabinet that is right underneath the window between the wood shop where we're at, so next door to the robotics and construction room. The project doesn't really matter. I like to turn toolpaths off when I'm not actively using a toolpath. It gives it a little cleaner look. But this view demonstrates that you understand, like these rabbits are extended. It should be right before you save it to actually cut a CNC file. And this might look different, whether you're making a wooden sign, a letter, solid surface cutting board. So again, I'm not super concerned about what's on here, but this should be the completed project that's ready to go to the CNC. I don't have the toolpaths turned on. You can turn them on if you want, but that shows me that you are ready to toolpath and everything's ready to get turned in. You're going to come up here and you're going to say File Export, and you're going to export it as a PDF. Export all default sheet. If you have any questions on this, let me know, but hit export, and then you're going to want to choose where you're going to save it. You're probably going to want to save it, like that's my network drive. For this, I'm just going to put it in my downloads because I don't need to fill up my network drive with this right now. I've already got one there actually. And then you're going to hit save. And I've already done this once, so I had one. That error message probably won't pop up for you. Then I'm going to go to my downloads and see what we get. And I open it up, and this is what I see. So when I'm grading this project, it's going to be a really easy way for me to look at and see that you drew this up correctly, and that holes and dados and rabbits and all those things that go into a project are there. The next thing that I need you to turn in is we're going to go toolpaths, turn them all on. We're going to save it, and it doesn't matter to me which post processor you're using because you're probably going to use all three of them at different times. I'm just going to say the Smart Shop MATC. Save the toolpath. Again, I would put it in your network drive. In your network drive, I would make a series of folders. So this class is, we call it CNC Woods. Whatever project that we're working on, and then make another folder that all of your files are saved in on the network drive. That flash drive is great, but please don't only rely on that for it. So let's say I'm going to put it again back in downloads because that's where I don't want to fill up my computer with files. The other thing that you need to also turn in for most projects is this G code that lets me see that you programmed all of the tool paths. So I can go through here and look and see all the different commands, what tools you're using, that you understand spindle speeds, feeds rates, all of those things. Now, to be honest with you, I'm just going to search for things like I'll go File or Edit, Find, Next, and I'm going to say Find Every S. And I'll find Next, and I'll be able to see all the spindle speeds for the different tools. Or I will say Find T for tool and see, oh, I got to uppercase that sucker. Or I'll have to do T1. I'm sorry. And I got to start at the top. Or I can go, I'll be at the bottom here and say search up every T. And then I can see what tools you use and all those things. So there'll be different things I look for on different projects to make sure that the right tool was used, the right tool path was used, the right speed and feed rate was used. But you're going to take these two files then, and they will be for each assignment on Canvas. There'll be a spot for the G code upload and then a PDF upload. So those are the ways that we're going to be turning our assignments in the CNC.